Yeah, sorry,
these
are some cheap-ass headphones from 7-Eleven.
Nah, you're good.
All right, let's get into it.
Hey, yo, King of the Dot, put your money where your mouth is. Back to basics. We live in Los Angeles. Please make some motherfucking noise, y'all. Good jump right into the battle.
We all
Former
felt
King of
like
the Dot
Saurus.
champion. Battle to my right. Introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? Your boy Thesaurus, 2-time, 2 million time, whatever the fuck it is. Let's go!
Get your slogan right,
All the way from Philadelphia, battling to my left. Introduce yourself.
What's good, man? Roddy Bay the Prince, soon to be the king. Let's go.
Rone, baby. The Saurus won the coin toss. It's on Rone first. Let's get it, King of the Dot.
Get this on camera, man. Word to my fucking American flag tube socks.
What?
If I catch you on the rooftop, you getting Billy Boondock.
That's good.
So everybody knows that, of course, right?
Yep.
Because during your battle,
Yeah.
Diz fought Billy Boondock.
Yeah, that big ass thump that you hear during Illmac Carter Deems is that.
It's real.
That's good though.
He's talking about what's really around him.
Yeah,
Original.
hey, but that's a good rebuttal though. That's a good way to start. You gotta say something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because Saurus would have done it first. If Rone did it.
Yeah, word. The funny thing is, though, I don't think Rone's really known for, like, freestyle flips,
Right.
you know?
No.
But that's one of those things that's wide open.
The first time
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
I seen it was it worked against him. It was Nils.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's
it's
like, you don't ever rebuttal. And then Ron's like, I got a rebuttal. Fuck your rebuttal. Or something
Yeah, that's
like
right.
That. And then he's like, Nils
first
come back
flip.
with like, yeah, I feel like a proud dad watching it. Like,
His son doing his first flip or some shit or something
flip
like
the
that.
ether line.
Yeah.
But I'll pick up where I left off with Big T. Because you're my bro for real. Dog, you will never know the joy of running through an open field. You used to be skinny. Now you got tits in the belly as well. All of those extra helpings, but you really weren't helping yourself. You are so hungry. His favorite part of sex is eating ass.
Spence and Victor.
Fuck 1,000 reps.
What he
You're
said,
out
what
of
was
breath
his
by the time that
conversation
the
over
beans are
metal?
passed.
I don't know this time.
Some handfuls steaming.
Probably like, my bitch is bad.
Breath by the time that the beans are passed.
My favorite one was I'm punching way above that.
Yeah. With Verb.
That was my favorite
Verb,
conversation with
Shout out Spence and Victor.
He's saying shout out
Fuck
to Spades in
1,000
space because
reps.
he talks
You're
about
out of
eating
breath
ass.
by the time that the beans are passed. Some handfuls
Shout out
steaming past.
Spitz.
You should see the way he'd react. Breathing fast like he completed the 800-meter dash. She would gas. Sweat beating. He eats or he seasoned fast. Sweaty wrists, feeble hands. All he is a meaty slab. Sponge bath, they gon' squeegee that. Buffet, it's an easy pass. And if you don't like fat jokes, well then fucking stop being fat.
That's good. That fool's doing
But pizza role model and a G for show. But when I just said pizza role model, all he heard was pizza roll. Like, if I think cereal rape, I think one of the girls that Cosby is fucked. If you think cereal rape, you're finishing a Lucky Charms box all at once. If I think my woman crush Wednesday, well, she's especially thick. Your woman crush Wednesday is any Wednesday that you have sex with a chick.
pretty good too. With a taco there, we just ate them.
But we both like sports. Both counted as a hobby. Some of us enjoy playing sports.
Alfie,
Some just
what
enjoy
up?
watching. Bro, if you and I play sports, you will bomb like Nagasaki. You get out of breath after a game of tonsil hockey. You will get a concussion playing fantasy football. Bro.
That's a hell of a good angle.
You would tear your ACL playing beer pong. It's not a good look, dog. But we at odds like it's Vegas, well, I would be the favorite. Thank you, man. We at odds like it's Vegas, I would be the favorite. Mariota versus Jameis. Tom Brady versus Peyton. The star will get 8, so that makes him Troy Aikman. I'll salute him, then put his ass a mile high. Terrell Davis. Bro, I go shots to your temple, bro. Fuck with this mark making. I'll put you on the sideline chilling with Nick Saban. By now, bro, you light off the top. That's Chris Kaman. I'm raised with the Ravens or the Bears with Walter Payton. But you love talking through people's rounds, so you can't compare me to son. It's funny, you love sports, but you're a terrible one. You have no basic.
Yo, that is a great, especially time, because this fool with the Saurus obviously be having sports references too. So to take that angle, mention all the shit, even like fantasy football, and then be like, it's funny you love sports, you're a terrible one. I always thought that line was so good.
That's a really good line.
You have no basic rhythm. Your concepts are just forgetful. So how can we go back to basics if you don't know fundamentals? You have the most copied style. I've researched, it's true. But if 1 million people can copy it, that means it's easy to do. I mean, you wish you could say you fathered me. He wants me sisters with his daughter. He's weird. It's starting to bother me. He called my pops about adopting me. But I could boss you up in your own house, pussy. You only had a daughter for the Girl Scout cookies. So, so I don't give a fuck if you were one cool dad. For me and your daughter, hey, fuck you, man.
Ran when he saw the door.
I don't think he sounds like Solomon.
What the hell are people saying Rone sounds like Solomon?
Well, just one person.
Okay.
One.
How quick
one
I'ma beat
misguided
you!
person.
That was crazy how you went from a vocal impression of Bart, then switched into Lisa. Now I can promise y'all in the worst way.
So I get what he's saying. It was just one of those ones that didn't. You couldn't put it together fast enough because it's rebuttaling his last line.
Right.
Super
But
quick.
he's saying fucking the whole time. He sounds like Bart, and then at the end when he's like, "Fuck you, man," he's like, "Oh, your vocal impression of Bart and switched into Lisa." It was a decent thought. I have those all the time.
He'll for sure hate my approach. I can outwrite everything that this nerd say, and our wordplay isn't close. I could punch him until he needs first aid, or shit could turn straight to a roast. Either way, this is gonna be the worst rape since you were first raped by your coach. Last chance.
It's good, G.
Truth. Last chance to bet on me if you ain't put your money up yet. I'll wipe the prints off of the scene and they ain't found a bloody glove yet. The shit about you, Penn State, Sandusky, all pretty fucking suspect, but I won't talk about you being molested. It's a really touchy subject. You softer than a sunset. You went over your head.
Sunset was soft or just watch a dope ass sunset.
Yo.
Damn. That's
Is
fucked up.
Maple Leaf a moderator in here?
Yeah.
What up?
He's out here timing motherfuckers out.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Maple. I seen him a couple on tour, dude. It was tight.
Boss.
In Chicago.
But you're softer than a sunset, though.
yeah, like,
Sunsets are hella soft. I
Yo,
don't
you
go
enjoy
outside
sunsets?
during magic hour.
yeah, for real.
I just enjoy the day, step in, come
right.
out at
like
night.
I don't even really fuck. Yeah, I don't fuck with any type of light. Really, like that shit corny.
Nah, man.
Ultraviolet rays are corny.
The Earth's orbit?
corny.
Super gay.
Softer than a sunset. You went over your head, Rone. Philly folks, start spilling 40 O's for your dead homie. You best show me respect older. I'm exploding in the house of God's bless Rone's soul. He'll get left holy.
God,
That's
that was tight.
irony.
was
Like
cool.
a right from me, leave his eye runny. Get fried, but I'll crack something on the side, sonny. I heard it from the grapevine up in wine country that he might take a stage dive for the prize money. Now, speaking of stage dives, let's talk about that daylight shit for a second. You wanted to use a gimmick against him. He had different intentions. But thinking an Abe Lincoln impression would win shit against him? That's the biggest bitch cop-out since Olivia Benson. He said it.
SVU bar.
Yeah, some Law and Order.
Olivia,
That's the-
Law and Order. Olivia Benson is like
She's the main, like one of the main. It's like
main cop.
yeah, one of the SVUs. It's like the
One
bald
with
dude
Ice-T.
and the fucking and her. She's like the
SVU.
brunette, the older brunette. You might recognize her, but
Ice-T's
it's
on
a
that.
Law and Order bar. You
So
know?
wait, what did you say though?
Cop
the
out. So
He's
you're
talking
the
about
biggest
him
cop
when
out.
yeah,
Okay,
or
same.
like a bitch, like he says it right, like a
No,
deep,
yeah, he
like
says,
a deep call, basically, like a cop out and a bitch, basically.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's talking
Someone said hello.
Yeah, that was kind of not that pleasing.
But the bars about the Abe Lincoln shit being a cop out, so that was like a bitch's cop out.
That he might take a stage dive for the prize money.
He
Now,
even hit the
speaking of
little Rone
stage
shuffle
dives,
right there.
let's talk
He
about
hit the
that
Rone
daylight
shuffle.
shit for a second. You wanted to use a gimmick against him. He had different intentions. But thinking an Abe Lincoln impression would win shit against him, that's the biggest bitch cop out since Olivia Benson.
That's good. Good.
He said he has a
relatively
URL
tall, too.
battle,
Hella good.
but ain't nobody saw the shit. So if KOTD's vaulting this, I think we know whose fault it is. Yours. You gave it the old
What?
Yeah, he got a battle vaulted, right? Who did he
Rone
battle?
beat Danger Zone when Danger Zone was like undefeated.
Yeah.
Or not like undefeated, but he was like Battler of the Year, Danger
Right.
Zone, and Rone like supposedly like bodied the fuck out of him at that event. That Real Deal battled Rosenberg Raw, or maybe.
Didn't Real Deal get a vaulted battle too? Isn't there a few? There's a
He
handful
almost
of-
got that one vaulted. Man, maybe it wasn't Raw that he battled that event, but it was in Pittsburgh.
That does gotta suck though.
Oh, was that the Magic?
the audio was really
that
bad.
Where the Magic battle?
No, that was at M1 in New York. But
Okay.
Smack
that's
vaulted
gotta,
that.
Yeah,
It's,
but
dude,
like,
that sucks.
that does suck. Like, that hella sucks. But maybe it got fucked up. I don't know, or it just wasn't up to par.
Yeah, I mean that's where it's like.
But if it's a body though, right? That's what I remember hearing. Like he killed him, right?
I don't know. I'm kind of along the mindset of like, even if the audio isn't that good and the video's not that good, still put it out. You know?
Yeah,
it's
right.
like that's not either one of the MC's fault. That's the production's fault.
Right.
And they shouldn't get slighted because the production was faulty. You know?
And they probably dropped a good amount of battles that would have been weaker than that. I'm sure over
from
the
that
last
car.
handful of years, anyways. Because I feel like their quality control isn't the same as it was.
Sure, there's some politics.
I feel that.
maybe.
But there's also the side of like you got paid to do it. If you
you're
did,
right. Yeah.
Right.
and it's their product at that point, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
That's a good point.
But you know, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yours. The clarifying follow-up.
He said he has a URL battle, but ain't nobody saw the shit. So if KOTD's vaulting this, I think we know whose fault it is. Yours. You gave it the old
How about Travis?
You gave it the old college try, not call it quits. You
Yeah.
Yo, you wearing the black shirt and the chain and a
Alright,
black
cool.
hat? Let's go.
his fist and tried to throw a caught the pitch like Carlton Fisk. Try me. Rone, this'll be your worst night ever. Every line, every word I render. Do a worldwide web search. Name someone he's been served by better. People barely show on this bitch like the first trimester. Now, have I mentioned how Sandusky molested you yet? You're like his Jefferson Price. Hashtag never forget. Now, I'm not saying he did the shit, and I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm just saying we can't judge Rone based on several thousand isolated incidents.
Hey, that's a good ass round. I think I give the Saurus the first round, bro.
Think so?
Yeah,
I think I give the Saurus a pretty comfortable edge. Not like a body,
Yeah,
but
no,
a
not at all.
comfortable
Because
edge.
Rone had some shit in there.
Yeah.
But the Saurus' writing was just, and his performance, I don't know, I preferred it.
Yeah, the rebuttal.
over it.
The rebuttal was a little dicey, but I think everything from there was strong, pretty strong material.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. I think that line and the rebuttal cancel each other.
We'll forget about that bracket.
Yeah, right.
Forget about that 15, 20 seconds, and other than that, I think the Saurus edge. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think for what it's to be said of Rone only doing like fat jokes, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah,
it was
like
real good.
Yeah.
But it's like doing face jokes against Pete, but somehow still being.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Molestation if you like it.
Round two, let's go.
As always.
Pete versus Sunset. Let's go.
I'm Brian Bosworth. I could do you like awkwards. Grind them gears, watch, we put our hands to his face like clockwork. You get hit and run just for fun like Dante Stallworth. Or you could catch the fade, corner route to Lance Allworth. We could throw like Brad Penny or Chad Henne. You could catch the Bama Lamb like Black Betty. Get served any time of the day like you at Denny's. I'm the fastest Italian since Mario Andretti. But you the type to fall in love with a whore named Cinnamon. You the type to fall in love with a whore named Cinnamon. Or thesaurus. Ain't that a synonym of a girl that'll sin on them? So I guess... So I guess that makes me his antonym, but they barely feel you like there's an antonym. You sound like a fag. You put the homo in homonym, WRC shit to homiem, all sick homonym. Dog, you look like you jerk off a ton. Just like playing poker, watching a bunch of battles. You have to be jerking off all the time. Like, I don't have a punchline, just we know, okay? We know.
But you wrote that.
And here's another fact to make you think your whole life over. You moved to Las Vegas to play online poker.
That's pretty good. Is making it even better.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I mean? That's when the defense works against you. Almost, you know.
Look at this on his face. Holy shit. Oh my God, bro. That is amazing.
Wow.
Bro, you could play online poker anywhere. From Peru to the Bronx. So you chasing that dream, well, that's an unusual.
Peru to the Bronx. From one random location to another.
Yeah, for real.
When there's hell of other locations outside of that span. That
And probably farther too. If you want to break it down, you could probably find somewhere farther. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Queens. From Peru to Manhattan.
Usual thought, but I think I know the real reason for you moving your plot. You went because prostitution is legal and you were due to get caught. Fact or fiction? Your life is a series of bad decisions and now you can't get women, but you blame your metabolism, and in that condition losing weight's like cracking an algorithm because you couldn't show restraint if you were into masochism. All stuck in the market in your musty apartment, all dusty and dark with the fucking musk of an armpit, overrunning with garbage, blunt guts are discarded, fucking pizza crust on the carpet, it screams struggling artist, all lazy. All day he just pushes a rolling chair. The only danger he ever faces is when he gets close to stairs.
He was checking his phone for the record. You seen that?
Wearing tighty whities, the holy pair in a bathrobe is overwear. Your girl wear the same drawers Oprah wear with the weight, waist, and face of a polar bear. Bro, all you do is send tweets as you go through your day. Oh good, let's hear more about the poker you play. When you break up with a girl, when a new one opens her legs, as you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then both of your cakes. But I mean, when I call myself a slob, it's self-deprecating. There's some tact with it. When you call yourself a slob, it is disgustingly accurate. Fuck back shit. The only time that he's an innovator is when he taught his dog to fetch a beer from the refrigerator. Is there a minute of your day that you're not looking at a screen? Do you have bread, cheese, and meat with every meal that you eat? Do you claim you're living, crushing life and that you're living a dream when you're a sweaty stereotype who's just obese and obscene? See, I stand for the U.S. and all that's great about it.
You're just obese and obscene?
I'll stand for the U.S.
Pretty fucking awesome.
I love that setup.
But you represent everything the world hates about us. Cheese and meat with every meal that you eat? Do you claim you're living, crushing life and that you're living a dream when you're a sweaty stereotype who's just obese and obscene? See, I stand for the U.S. and all that's great about us, but you represent everything the world hates about us.
Good. It's good.
Let's go. Me being what everyone hates might be true, fool. But at least I don't remind everybody I'm a white, skinny American every 5 seconds like you do.
Don't forget it.
I wouldn't say this if it wasn't true. There's multiple people in this fucking room who've ducked this dude that thought it would be more important to come to this event than the battles that they booked with you.
That's hella fun. I was on stage and with like who was it? Like Caustic, Fredo, and a bunch of fools like. Yeah.
But you want to be that next artist KOTD will push hardest. He from Philly, but his whole look started in Good Charlotte. You cursed. Basically every battle you book's garbage because they keep hanging butt out to dry like a Kush harvest. Look, dog, we've all had opponents that duck, but it's getting to your head, and now Rone's gassed up. Fuck it, I'ma add to your stroke of bad luck. They finally got a real test tossed at Rone, now man up. No weddings, no snowstorms, no pathetic.
like a test tossed. Like,
You know what I mean? When I tossed the test.
yeah. I had a teacher who used to. Like, he would never give you the test. This is actually
So
true.
that's
like,
really
when you
weird.
get your shit back, he'd like spin it and like, you know, catch it. He
That was his
hella
little
crazy.
move. That was the
No,
little
that- he was a little crazy. And if you caught it, he'd like give you this look like, oh, like respect. Because you know, I was like, here, Greg, you go to grab it, and he'd like,
He's like, all right, you gotta ask.
He's
He's like, but if you can catch the paper, you get like a higher, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
he was a
turn that
really
into a
weird
C.
guy. But yeah, so I identify with that thesaurus line.
Pathetic excuses. No holds barred, no more respect for these new kids. Nowadays, a up-and-comer tests a legend and loses and thinks he's seasoned in a day like a Netflix exclusive. Not today,
What,
though.
you get the,
Not
wait,
today,
what
I'm
happened?
border-
What was that?
The finger guns.
Ooh, Lush? Yeah, of course, it's gotta be.
Lush is like just subtly killing the reaction.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
This is like
him
when he
being
came
reserved.
back after everything, so
Yeah.
he's like, I can't be too outlandish. But in Geechee versus
let-
Satan, he's just like,
Yeah, right.
In his comfort
he ain't
zone.
bopping to this shit, but you know,
Legend and
little-
loses and thinks he's seasoned in a day like a Netflix exclusive.
He did that so quickly.
Not today,
That fool took
though.
those
Not
marks
today.
off.
I'm borderline
Still good
spazzing. So before y'all try acting like this battle is some torch that I'm passing, watch a Super Soaker versus a 45 Magnum, then see the poster boy get posterized as Jordan flies past him. I will flatline you, Rone. This is easy as it gets. A rapper versus a gimmick that's been beaten half to death. Plain as black and white. He'll hit y'all with some cheesy ass effects right off the bat. Man, that's exactly why they bring in Adam West.
I'm sure it's a baseball reference.
But can Adam
Adam
test
West,
me?
no.
Can this
plays
nerd
Batman.
stay?
Yeah.
Huh?
Adam West is
the first Batman.
The fool from the mayor from Family Guy, but he played Batman in the
that's
60s,
why
the 70s.
when he like gets hit, it's like wham, or like like those graphics pop up. It's like
Yeah.
that's why it's
Watch,
special.
take it back a little bit, but that's what he's
So
talking
wait,
about.
wait,
He's
wait.
talking about Adam West, and I
So
think he says a
there's
Batman
so Adam West, who does the mayor,
on Family Guy.
is
He's playing
actually
himself.
an actor who he's playing
Yeah,
himself.
Yeah,
he's literally crazy, and it's
Yeah.
like it's like literally like in the Family Guy they joke about they just bring him in. There's just like say what you
Yeah.
want,
Yeah,
and he's just being himself, but he's just like
Yeah,
wild
he's
as
like,
hell.
the old ass Batman from back in the day. There's Adam West.
So what's the line again?
Not today, though. Not today. I'm borderline spazzing. So before y'all try acting like this battle is some torch that I'm passing, watch a Super Soaker versus a 45 Magnum, then see the poster boy get posterized as Jordan flies past him. I will flatline you, Rone. This is easy as it gets. A rapper versus a gimmick that's been beaten half to death. Plain as black and white. He'll hit y'all with some cheesy ass effects right off the bat. Man, that's exactly why they bring in Adam West. But can Adam test me?
how?
Can this nerd stand the pressure? Well, that's a long shot like the Birdman director.
I didn't get that till I
You
watched
watch
it.
the movie,
When
yeah.
people see me, they get excited like Santa Claus is coming. When they see you, they're like, oh look, it's the Daniel Tosh of nothing.
I'm giving the second round of Thesaurus, man. 2-0 so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that his rebuttal fell flat again, but
Yeah.
his material is more quotable.
Yeah.
Like heavier hitting lines.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well,
like Rone was more spazzing with his cadence and stuff. And
I
it
feel
was
like-
but there's nothing heavy, I don't think.
if
that
Rome would
I
have
took from
had
it.
maybe like one, maybe a little bit more of a different
shape,
approach in
yeah.
a little part, or not even that. It's just like the online poker angle was so genius,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the other shit where he's talking about the source kind of sound like the shit he's talking about in the first because it's similar angles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if Rome would have just done something a little different as well, like he could have damn near kept everything he had, just maybe like a good little 20-30 second chunk of touching on something else.
Yeah,
because the online poker angle was so original, and then
Yeah.
he kind of almost rehashed some shit.
Yeah, I think the
just getting
sources
on
had
his
heavier
face and-
quotables, heavier hitting lines, but
Yeah, but it's a good battle. But you know what's crazy, dude, is almost think that I remember Rone has a crazy third round in this battle, but I I don't remember like Thesaurus's. All right, here's what I'm really trying to say. Thesaurus's writing is always so, you appreciate it so much, especially on replay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because his writing is so dense. It's like that. It's
I walked away from the venue thinking Rone killed him.
Right. You know that, and that's also what I'm saying too. Is like I didn't think it was as
But then
close.
of course you watch it in cam, you're like, oh, that's
Right.
completely fucking
Yeah.
different.
It's just crazy how the shit really changes from in person to
Yeah, I
watching it
think a
back.
lot of it comes down to all the other things, the cues, like especially in person when you don't have the luxury of like clarifying a line or whatever. It comes down to everything else, where even the source being sweatier or looking like he's struggling to finish a line. You know, no, I'm not like
I know.
bullshitting. It's
It was just
fucking.
funny.
It makes a difference in person. You know what I mean? We're making like snap judgments a million times a minute. You know what I mean about shit, to where even if we didn't understand the material, like watching it visually, you might think Rone's winning.
Yeah, word.
You know
And that's
what I
like
mean?
when you're at an event, you react to some dumb line like "fucking he smells like Bigfoot's dick," and I'm like, ha ha ha. It's like, later you're like, ah, shit, why did I laugh at this?
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Final round, it's all wrong. Let's get it down.
Yeah, good battle. So you call yourself the 2-time champ, and I like it. It's great. I won the Spirit Award in high school tennis twice, so I can relate. But Mr. 2-time everything, is that right? So the presidency, the Super Bowl, did you win that twice? Oh, you won 2 things 2 times. So you're the 4-time champ. Well, I'm the Prince of 16, so I'm 4 times that. Fuck your war cries. Fuck your war cries. I'll wash him. Where the fluoride at? With your fucking rawhide face. Man, I'll pork rinds that. If I want your girl, I take your girl. Cause that's just how she want it. And I'm making it deep. Deposit right in her meat.
I want your girl, I'll take your girl. You sure that wasn't you?
Probably look.
Yeah.
And I'm making a deposit right in her meat wallet. He wears his rap championship rings. He wears his rap championship rings when he's trying to beat Brolic, but it's no problem to steal your rings. I already done beat Sonic. See, I could make you.
Yeah.
And
no
I'm making
problem.
a deposit.
Hold on.
So I'm 4 times that. Fuck your war cries. Oh, fuck your war cries. I'll wash him. Where the fluoride at? With your fucking rawhide face. Man, I'll pork rinds that. If I want your girl, I take your girl. Cause that's just how she want it. And I'm making a deposit right in her meat wallet. He wears his rap championship rings. He wears his rap championship rings when he's trying to beat Brolic, but it's no problem to steal your rings. I already done beat Sonic. See, I could make you.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
Alright, I fully get it now. Alright.
What is that? I don't think it
Alright.
has anything to do with the lion, though.
Yeah, it does.
Why?
Because he
He already
Rone's
battled
first
Charles
shit
Hamilton.
when he came out was the
shit.
fucking that little viral video of him.
Yeah,
battling
I
Charles
purely
Hamilton.
was thinking Sega.
Me too. Like,
Like,
he was just saying,
rings,
yeah, I already beat the
ring.
I beat the game Sonic, the rings, but
Yeah.
that's it's actually even crazier because I was just thinking, I was taking it just like that, just like okay,
I forgot that.
yeah,
happened.
that's a really sick line.
Yeah, that's really.
All right,
dope.
good looking face off.
The chat gave me that.
Face,
too.
yeah, face
I'm not
off,
gonna act like I
face
fucking
off in
knew
the
that.
chat. What up?
Yeah,
You
I got
held us
the- I
down
got
with
the
the
s-
explanation.
I got the Sonic Sega Genesis part of it.
We didn't get the whole. He inceptioned us.
Right.
That boy had the inception layer, and we didn't even get it.
Damn. Maybe he won the first 2 rounds. Maybe I was tripping.
Dog, I could make you a better. But I have lessons as well. Gambling is an addiction. So it's time we get him some help. I have seen the girls you fucked. Let's just say he gets it. I have seen the girls you fucked. Let's just say that you've had better. Your range starts at fat heifer and spans to transgender. One looked just like you. I swear she was your fam member, but it's no shock that a gambler has a terrible track record. You're like a substance abuser, the way you mortgage your future. You're organic. Show me a gambler and I'll show you a loser. Bro, I mean, even look at your battle career, because it shows that you're shit. Because if you were a good gambler, you would know when to quit. You love to bet on yourself, like it's a game in your mind. So I made up my own odds for you. on the ways that you'll die. So heart attack, 2-1. That one was easy. 10-1, he goes to KFC and he chokes on a fucking 3-piece. 100-1, he fucking dies of lung cancer because he's been smoking like Chief Keef. 1,000-1, he has a stroke of genius and shoots right through these teeth. 500,000-1, he dies exhausted, fucking hookers on repeat. 1,000,001, he dies retired on a yacht out at deep sea. 1,000,001, he's trampled by fans wanting CDs. Or 1,000,001, he dies of shock because he actually beat me.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's the tightest shit
it's amazing.
Ron has in this whole battle right there.
That's that's the tightest shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
The build up,
it's crazy.
The execution of it, but the idea is
the
amazing.
concept is really unique.
Yeah, that shit's
was cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
Let's run that back.
Yeah,
that
shit's
shit's
fire,
fucking
for
crazy,
sure.
yo.
Run it back, yes.
So I made up my own odds for you. On the ways that you'll die. So
Yeah.
heart attack, 2-1. That one was easy.
This guy gets it.
10-1, he goes to KFC and he chokes on a fucking 3-piece. 100-1, he fucking dies of lung cancer because he's been smoking like Chief Keef. 1,000-1, he has a stroke of genius and shoots right through these teeth. 500,000-1, he dies exhausted, fucking hookers on repeat. 1,000,001, he dies retired on a yacht out at deep sea. 1,000,001, he's trampled by fans wanting CDs. Or 1,000,001, he dies of shock because he actually beat me.
That's probably why.
My graveyard's riddled with tyrants. Watch me belittle Goliath. How many?
Now imagine if we gambled at the actual event.
That's the best comment. And that's the best comment so far. Now imagine if we gambled at the actual event. Yo. Riffic 3-0. This battle is my decision.
Look at this. Look at this.
Screenshot.
Again, it's just like, yeah, hurry up. The Saurus checking. Look at this. This is an amazing. Hold on, let's appreciate this. The Saurus checking his phone. Make sure
he's checking odds. He's checking the odds on the ways that'll die.
Make sure that he got his round. Lush is reacting / posing for a photo. Ganek ain't fucking with it. And then Rone's doing,
It's getting
wider. Is that Head Ice or who the fuck is that?
Because I'm
All right, and then Head Ice, you can't really see him. So this is a perfect fucking. This is a perfect screenshot. It's like the fucking Last Supper.
I'd like to think that the Saurus is double checking the odds that this okay. He's like,
he's doing the math on it.
He's placing his bets.
I have me at 4-1 for a heart attack.
The conversational rebuttal. It's actually 4-1.
My graveyard's riddled with tyrants. Watch me belittle Goliaths. How many giants I gotta kill before I'm considered a giant? The done it. God body. John Gotti with the wrench. The West versus everybody. How about me versus everybody on the West? Who I beat?
This whole
This
part's
is
crazy.
really true.
Turn awkward to a blogger. This whole shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I remember this. Bro, this is a
Little
crazy
Goliaths.
round.
How many
Just
giants
fuck.
I gotta kill before I'm considered a giant? The done it. God body. John Gotti with the wrench. The West versus everybody. How about me versus everybody on the West? Who I beat? Bro, anybody
East
in
Coast
Cali
loving
or
it.
from Cali, I put them down in order. Who I beat and who's left. Well, the second list is shorter. I turned Caustic into a personal information hoarder. I made 360, 180. Sent him running across the border. I turned Fredo to an...
That's because he battled him out west, right?
Yeah, he
'Cause
battled him
360
out
west.
obviously.
He battled him out.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why he's roping
Right.
that in.
All right.
Right,
I
okay.
could. Oh, I was.
You're like, technically.
Well, no, because I'm like, I remember in the moment being like hella puzzled by that. I'm like, 60 is not on West Coast.
It was the same event.
and I
he
forgot
battled
that.
Mac at.
Gotcha. See, I didn't remember that was the case. That it was on the West.
Yep.
Making sure.
I made 360, 180. Sent him running across the border. I turned Fredo to an angel. Put that baby in his corner. I turned Awkward to a blogger. Made him lose all his supporters.
So it's just soccer.
I said I turned Fredo to an angel. Put that baby in his corner. I turned Awkwards to a blogger. Made him lose all his supporters. I got day laid out like it was frickin' brick and mortar. I turned Dirtbag Dan to a sideline reporter. I would call out Dumb and Diz, but I'm not holding my breath but shit, I think that they might be the only ones left. See, I get rowdy in the ring, I put a bounty on that thing. They call me Rone Bay the Prince, but out of Cali, I'm the king.
That was really good. That is just it's the sort. Okay, regardless. Well, hold on. I guess we'll wait till it's over. But that round wins the battle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that. Like Pete. Even though I'm sure Pete, his third is great, and on paper his first two are better than Rone's. But that's one of those things.
Yeah, it's like
where that round, like it's
high.
so good.
It's like boxing where it's like if you score it, it's like
knockout.
you win if you win, fucking 7-9 2 rounds in a row or 9-7 2 rounds in a row, but then lose like 10-5 or something.
Yeah.
Like that's all the difference.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just
Right.
Bigger points for you. That round was insane.
It's a really good. It's probably the best round. Yeah, it might be. One of the best at the time. I can't think of one like that. Like, he has some
That
other
was funny
shit,
too.
like
Why
the
he
Big
looked
T shit
past the
and all
camera is because Fredo, Caustic, and Dan were all standing right beside me when he was doing that. And I just remember when he was riddling off their names, I was like,
I was up there too. I was standing up there, and those fools like caustic around, like like, no, what's up? Let's do battle. Like, no, like,
yeah, Caustic's like rematch.
yeah.
I like that.
See, that's like, I like that.
Let me address that shit, you little weak ass bitch. I got two homies that you'll immediately lose a rematch with. And here's the other part that wasn't fully complete with me. You listed all the West Coast battlers you beat, but somehow mentioned 360.
In Cali.
In Cali, he's from Australia. Who remembers when Ron said, "What I gotta do now to get love up on the stage? Pull my dick out and punch someone in the face? Nah, I'll just be me, cause that's all it fucking takes." Or a month later, I'll dress up like Honest Abe, watch my opponent jump off the fucking stage, and I'll just stand there in a top hat looking like some sucker who got played.
You should have run that line back so I had his full momentum, you know?
Damn,
But
that
it's wrong
shit.
the number.
What do I gotta do to get love? Like, I'll just be me. That's all it fucking takes. That was great.
Damn.
One contender for the chain? I suppose. But if he's the guy you chose, it was probably only by a nose. I don't know what Adam meant by great, but I'm adamant I'm greater. This is like comparing cannabis to Drake or analysts to players. There's a major gap between us, and see, that's the difference maker. Some people say we're in the same class, but so were Shaq and Christian Laettner.
That was
Let's go, Nelson.
Damn.
Did you major in journalism? But nothing's happened yet. Except your mom and dad just split because they're $100 grand in debt. I've got a master's in the same field because I learned how to hit pay dirt. I took off the headlines, then turned them into paper. That's a journalism major. Yeah. Make your best shot, Prince. Don't keep the king waiting. I'll turn Adam to
I wish he would have delivered. It did get slept on, like, wait, Gang 5-ter. But like, also, I think if he just would have delivered it calmer, it would, like, more steezy, it would have went over, you know? Because the flow is, like, a little shaky when it's, like, you know, he's, like, out of breath at the end of it, like, that's a journalism major. Like, that line is crazy.
hit pay dirt. I took off the headlines, then turned them into paper. That's a journalism major. Make your best shot, Prince. Don't keep the king waiting.
AK.
I'll turn Adam to a bitch from a freaking rib breaking. Every shot I land, every shot I land, see my ego inflating. It ain't even spring training, and you see my swing changing.
Wait, what does that mean?
Now everybody
Well, spring baseball, so it's like spring training is when the baseball teams
Get their fucking
practice and shit.
Oh,
That's like
swing
so you see my
conditioning.
swing changing, and it
Okay.
ain't even spring training. Like
I'm tweeting. I want you to take this down. Rone's softer than a Charlie Clips name flip round. Rone's softer than Sharon's birthday cake is. Rone's softer.
Sunsets and clips.
Sunsets and
Name
clips.
flip round. Clips doing a name flip round. Not name flip rounds in general. Just clips. Just clips doing one.
Oh, wait, hold on. They said
You
360
soft.
isn't a giant. Hey, he's also triple platinum. The Rolling Stone cover is cool, but y'all calm down with that.
Get some fucking Aussie pride in it.
Did you got named?
Yeah, they were going
Aussie
in there.
pride.
He's like, 360 isn't a giant. I'm like,
He's bigger than every other battle rapper there is.
Yep.
Rone's softer than a Charlie Clips name flip round. Rone's softer than Sharon's birthday cake is. Rone's soft as being
Sharon's
friends with
birthday.
strippers on a first name basis. Yo, I hate to say it, homie, but you've got no identity. White and skinny, the only things that stand out to you specially. So instead of spending 3 months doing your homework prep for me, you could have looked in the mirror once and saw your own worst enemy. And I'm not saying I don't know the difference between two genders, but how come he and Bruce Jenner have never been seen together?
On paper, the Saurus against the battle. Third round was phenomenal.
Yeah, even like
pretty
the
much-
heavy hidden lines that the Saurus had is fucking crazy in the
Like,
third.
yeah, for real.
But
That
the
third
build
round.
up of the concept, it was such an arc that
Yeah.
it hit so hard once the payoff came. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
bar for bar, Thesaurus wins that battle 3-0, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that third
is
round
not what
is
a battle
That's
is.
the statement of the battle. That's
Yeah.
the memorable thing of the battle.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because that's how I remember it in the room.
Yeah.
Was Rone just murdering that third, which was like, okay,
That's
yeah,
what-
Rone
that's what
comfortably
you
won
took
that
away.
battle. But looking
Yeah.
back, Thesaurus actually
It's more consistent. and,
across
like,
the board.
consistent. Yeah, yeah.
But that third round knockout is what really counts, I feel like. In
Yeah, it's what most like. I mean, anyone who watches that battle, fucking, you know, I feel like is gonna, for the most part, even if they don't like battles or know the
it'll
shit,
give you this face
they'll
right here, Thesaurus's face right there. that's what his bars will give you. That little face, the
Yeah.
gas face.
Yo, since we're on a Rone tip right now, we're just gonna watch one thing really fast.
Oh, we're streaming them now.
Yeah, we are.
Oh shit, it ain't down. Oh, so
So,
we can pull
this-
shit up. What are we
Where the fuck
What are we
is it?
looking at?
Rone Mills.
No versus Prophit. What the fuck? What's that first?
Who? Oh, is this like a
This.
grind? I remember this.
Don't forgive your casualty. Grind time, East Coast. Welcome to the battle scene.
Let's fucking
We need to
go!
we need to remix that with Street Status Necessary. That
Okay,
and the
this I think this is my first
I
thing I
remember
ever
this
saw
card.
from Rone. His
this is-
first and
this-
his third too.
This is the same card that Cortez and Conceited battled, right?
Yes.
I agree,
This.
Poe.
I remember this.
And the funny-
I be knowing the old grind time
There's
shit.
some, like,
What
weird-
up?
So many weird anecdotes. There, the flooring here was weird. So when people like adjusted the weight, it sounded like popcorn popping
like,
all
so
the time.
there's, like, squeaks
So there's
and
like
sounds?
throughout the whole battle, it's like.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's fucking go. This
Wait,
shit-
so we're watching this?
Yes, we're gonna
All
watch
right.
this really fast.
What up, everybody?
Prophet
Welcome
the
to another
one,
Grind Time Battle. I'm
the
your
dude
host,
on-
Is he
Matt.
from?
Is he-
URL. He
is
dropped
he
the
the-
N-bomb.
Yep.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking it was one of the Malaysian dudes. Is there someone?
Malaysian.
No. You're thinking of
Are you talking about Protege?
Oh yeah, I was thinking
And then he ain't
Protege.
Malaysian. He's Filipino, right?
From the Malaysian.
Whatever.
league. It's all the
You
same.
know what I'm saying? Everybody make noise. We here in New York.
PBH. For sure.
Big shout out to Jessica Rabbit. Can't wait till we play patty cake again. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Go to
not talking about like a
grindtimenow.com. We get right to this
rapper
battle.
artist.
To my left hand side, we got Profit.
Who for my
It's your boy
Rabbit,
Profit.
20th anniversary. Shout out Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bob Hoskins.
Elmer Fudd, we see you.
I'm fucking with you. You know what I mean? Daffy.
AK Pro, AK Prophit, AK Hard White, Ask Your Girl.
Hold on.
Too many to name.
I'm trying to vibe to
New
his
York?
song. He's from Long Island.
Oh,
Lost Borough.
Long
Hold on.
Island.
I want to hear his song from his MySpace for sure.
Okay, let's.
Too many to name on strengths.
Number 2.
All right. First off, listen to his intro.
Right to this battle. To my left hand side, we got Profit.
It's your boy Prophit, AK Pro, AK Prophit, AK Hard White, Ask Your Girl.
Get your beefing, you can get your beating. I'm moving leap years, so quick to let the weekend.
El Crocodile.
Could have chose
Alright,
And I
pick
got
up the World
so
Star.
much
On
better.
right hand side, we got Rone.
It's your boy Rone, aka the Muffin Man, aka Crisco, aka my grandma's favorite grandson. Ask my grandma.
That's the first time he ever said that.
Strengths, manners.
His Rone Daddy was his MySpace.
God, his
That's
intros.
so
And
good.
against DNA was like, my name's Adam Ferrone. I go to a Catholic school, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes to Rone, and he's like, me too.
Amazing.
He's good.
So
He's got
fucking witty.
fire intros.
No, he had
He said, "Why the fuck are y'all watching this shit?"
Ask my grandma.
Champagne when I'm thirsty. Bring me a ripple when I want.
We'll just watch the first round, okay? That's all we need to watch.
I mean, it's a shit.
He's going to shit. August 2009. August 1st. That's my birthday. August 1st, 2009. That's hella old.
Prophet, you gonna set
Yo, my freestyles alone are tear the kid.
Okay.
Off top, I'm on point like a pyramid.
Okay.
And I stay smoking the sets. I'm focused and blessed. I open your chest. You couldn't move crowds if most of them left. And this hoe is so frail. He was first to judge me
actually
riding
true.
DNA's coattail. Well, here's the difference now that I'm facing this bitch. You're striking out and I'm making the hits. And when you spit, you look like you're struggling taking a shit. Your career's going nowhere, and you swear you're so hot. This clown sounds like a short circuit robot. You're basic and fucking whack, so face it, you sucking rat. It's like fighting someone with no arms. I'm punching, but he ain't punching back. And we should bring your frat boys to make noise and get the cheer on. Why don't you go back to Penn State and stick to playing beer pong? I'll smack you and your friends. I don't drop jewels, I just loose in the gym. And you should listen to the knowledge I drop. Pay homage, I'm high, profits on top. And anything his pen states, I know he's lying. He's the college mascot.
That was tight.
That was good.
See, if I talk it, I'm living it, I'm back.
does sound like
I'm a
you.
punchline marathon and you couldn't last a lap in it. Alright, listen. See, I have the means, but I don't want to torture him. I feel bad. It's a rabbit race and I'll leave this tortoise flipped. He's overcome all kinds of odds. We should be supporting him, like making it out of the storage bin you were aborted in. You fetus. Yeah, you know what's up, you bony fuck. You got a chin we could use to open up coconuts. Either that or you clearly just suffer from progeria, but think you're hard just because your ears are tucked. Shit. Another white kid that wants to be a black one. He probably used to ask questions, but now we ask him. He thinks he's black like the Panthers, a bad mamma jamma. He thinks his street cred is up if he doesn't have any grammar. I said, what's wrong with you people? It's too easy to beat you. He said, huh? What do you mean, you people?
So tight.
I was just thinking that face off. I was fucking that.
I'm not fucking with you, white battle rappers suck as a rule. And I hope y'all are prepared to listen to a bunch of generic disses. We both know you need punchlines, but we both know it's fiction. You'll fuck me up, now I know you're kidding. You fuck my mom, no you didn't. My girl's a whore, no she isn't.
That's hilarious. That was a fucking
Listen, I'm in pussy you're never in. And you're so pussy your heart pumps estrogen. You's a faggot, I'll put you on a permanent pause. I'll beat this pussy till you can't bleed no more like menopause. And Rone ain't down for beefing.
I'll put you on a permanent pause. Like pause. Like
forever.
Cameron in Killer Season when he's pissing on old boy. Yeah. He's like pause.
This pussy's just talking, I hear the sound of queefing. And if I was as pussy as you, I'd be mad too. You never had pussy, pussy only had you.
Yo, this fool, its tension said, yo, Illmac, dog, never forget, you ever come to the Shy, I'm gonna let you smash my girl, no questions asked.
It's on record.
Send me a picture. I'm refreshing my PayPal.
And that pussy must have been beating mangled. I defeat you without cutting beneath your ankles. See, I think like the average Joe. I think he'd say I don't hustle or let the hammer go. Well, this pussy sticks out like camel toe. And I guarantee the right hook and jab will knock out this dyke looking fag. And I seen you rocking your
I
belly.
wasted my hat, matching my flannel for this.
It don't match. Hey, and the thing is it don't match his flannel.
It's like
it don't.
Almost.
Nah, yeah, it doesn't.
It kind of does.
Certain flip flops.
It's
Which
a little
one is that
brighter.
hip hop? You don't spit hot. And hold up, you know what? Your flow sucks. It bores heads like cold cuts. And this amateur don't understand anymore. I damage his character. You ain't in my caliber. I smack you and your little mans who wanna ad-lib ya. Yo, you act hard, but I don't buy what you're selling me. Pops is probably paid, but he shrouds it stealthily. He's embarrassed, so he hides his wealth from me and can barely stand how his fam shops at LL Bean. Shit, just to get to this battle, you probably had to sneak out, cause if Dad knew you were rapping, you'd catch a beat down. And he tries to convince him that it's not lame, but they just dismiss him and say it's his hip-hop phase. As far as self-loathing whites, no one's beating Duke. The only person that hates you more than me is you. He'll probably talk about how he's been real till his lips peel, but then flinch when leaves slide the windshield of his big wheel. He calls himself hard white and really thinks that's clever. That's gayer than anyone I've ever battled, and have you seen my track record?
You guys know.
Is he talking about illegal?
Yeah, because his first battle on Grind Time was versus Illegal.
Yeah, I get that shit.
Our whitey claims he's dead to ask my lady. She said, oh yeah, Prophet, I'll smack that baby. I said, baby, you can't go around smacking baby. She said, what about out-of-pocket faggots that are acting crazy? I said, oh yeah, you can smack them. That's fine, whenever you want. And this round, I might have gone a little overboard, salting an open sore, and you might have got your feelings hurt. Well, bitch, that's what I was going for.
It's good.
Yo.
Quiet.
Yo, you remind me of Ash and Roth. These two fags alike. I think he's garbage and you're not even half as nice. So you thought you gonna win. You didn't see death coming like Ray Charles. And if you got signed, you'd be the fakest thing to blow up since inflatable dolls. Fuck Philly. I was a master before they invented the Dutch. And when Prophet spits, every sentence is tough. When I hear you drop shit, I'm too tempted to flush. See, I easily beat this queer. You a scary dude, you speak in fear. And you might as well model underwear for Hanes, cause you gonna have a brief career.
That was good.
And you were dead trying to get to the level I'm on. You ain't fucking seeing me like blonde porn.
Like, put that in a conversation. Like, damn, you should model for hands.
Your career's gonna be brief. Oh, it's hard now. I get that, you got him.
Cause you was on Forever Pause, so I could say that.
I can say gay shit.
Yo, Rone, even if you paid me to lose, I still wouldn't consider it. I get that paper, boy, and you just deliver it. I roll with real G's and you lay low
Money
with no
bags
name lame
apprentice.
hoes. When I was holding blocks down, you were playing with Legos. I put in work, you just work for a salary. And you're not sick, you're not even a slight case of allergies. So show respect to the boss man, cause offhand, Rone, I will son like the sports brand.
Shout out to Penn and Sarah kind of blending into one human. Their hats are tilted both invertly towards each other.
Well, afterwards they're doing the one body shirt race. The one.
This round was pretty tight from Rone.
Listen. See, I read the Bible. Chapter 13, Deuteronomy says you should be put to death for your false prophecies. And Matthew says a bad tree will bear bad fruit. And I know a fruit when I see one, you fag you. If you're a prophet, I swear I'm an atheist. You're such a baby dick, it makes me sick. Doom is imminent, bitch. You can see the shark fin, so we'll never see Prophet's butter. It's out of his profit margin. Yo, you'll get cooked like a hot pocket, cause you look like a hobgoblin. You think you're making money off of this rap shit? Well, you will not, Prophet. Some NPO shit. That's what you're on. Oh, and that's non-profit organization for the fucking morons. See, you suck awfully, but I got a lot of boss in me shit. I get brain while I give lobotomies. I know everything from soccer teams to copping trees. I've read every one of Socrates' philosophies. So how the fuck fuck you topping me? How the fuck you stopping me? Prophet, please make me a prophecy. And if you can't, it's okay. We won't hold you to nothing. I'm just saying, if you were a prophet, you would have known this was coming.
What is he saying?
He's not that kind of prophet.
No way.
He's like prophet like the money, not like.
Oh wait, let me see. I didn't even hear him saying that.
He's offered every one of Socrates' philosophies, so how the fuck you topping me? How the fuck you stopping me? Prophet, please make me a prophecy. And if you can't, it's okay. We won't hold you to nothing. I'm just saying, if you were a prophet, you would have known this was coming.
I'm not that type of prophet.
All right, just
That's
had to watch
fucking
that
hilarious.
because that was like that's like one of my favorite like Rone.
Yeah, he
nostalgic
killed that
for me.
shit.
Yeah,
Prophet, you
good.
started good, but you were terrible the last two.
Okay.
Yo, you wouldn't bounce if you was a ball. Lines like that.
Okay, we're gonna stop the stream and then we're gonna come back with an ice battle.
Nice.
So boom.